Okay, today I want to do some research on solar panels or solar panel installation. I'm not sure, so I'm just going to start with the keyword of solar panels. And I'm going to start with all countries. Actually, no, I'm going to start with United Kingdom. So you can see here the project settings has changed to GB, and I'm going to create that. With all the recent changes in Google, I'm finding that a lot of the keywords I research, I just think, oh, that volume is really low compared to what it used to be. On some of my sites, it's only about 10%. So the searches, the daily searches are only showing up as 10% or even less of what they used to show up as. So for the moment, until I get a better understanding of this, I am just going to go with Market Summarized General, what they call golden rules. So at this stage, I'm just doing the basic research. I just want to find out, is this a niche that I want to get into? If it is, do I want to do it on a very local level and go, for example, solar panels in Manchester? I have a new idea around this, that if I do something like solar panels Manchester, if there's still good AdWords on it, I can create a site and then try and go and sell that site to somebody in Manchester who's, or possibly rent it to somebody in Manchester who's providing solar panels and who hasn't got a good optimized website. So I haven't done anything on that yet. It's just an idea, but something to bear in mind, and we'll see what happens in the future. Okay, so it's gone and found all the keywords, and at the moment, also based on the new Google tool, there are 800 active keywords. So there's a lot to sort through, but it's a really good start. So let's just click on Analyze. When we go to Analyze, you can see that the page competition is set at 30,000. The SEOT, so that's the traffic you would get if you get to page position number 1 in Google. I like to also add total local searches because I'd like to know what the whole searches are, because I might look at the competition, at the quality of the competition, and go, look, I'm only ever going to get to position 3, not position 1, and then I work out my own stats. Phrase to broad I live in, trends I live in, because that's quite important. I actually change the SEO competition to 500,000, and I include title competition. Let's just analyze these keywords. Okay, so I like to do a quick sort based on title competition, see if there's anything worth doing. So solar panels cost 2,700. Now you'll see here for the same amount of competition, and a bit different in searches, but it's got a much higher PBR. So if we go to exact search, you'll see that photovoltaic, so solar panels will probably be ahead of PV solar panels. Solar kits. Okay. All right, so it's pretty much it's a high competition area because you can see there's only 4 keyword phrases here that have a title competition of less than 10,000. Let's have a look at some less competitive terms and see that if we set up a site, for example, with photovoltaic solar panels as the main keyword, what other categories or keywords could we get? So I'm going to put the SEOT down to 20. And search based on and sort based on searches. Solar heating systems, interesting. Solar panels UK could be a good domain name. Anyway, we're left with 41 active, so that's not too many. I might just get rid of AdWords value and analyze the keywords again. Okay, so that's turned up, and we'll just sort again by title competition. So PV is the short form for photovoltaic that we had before. PVR is pretty low. Domestic solar power. Add solar panels prices, again PVR low, grants, advantages, that's probably a very good article. Solar Power UK. Solar panel power. Oh, solar panels for your home. 100% PVR, so you're only ever going to get 178 searches a day. But here's the kind of thing I love. 227,000 in SEOC. So most people are going to be put off by that. But the title competition is only 1940. So I'm going to have a look at that in further detail. Again, solar panels cost very, very high. Page competition, but not bad in terms of title competition. Again, now this is only quantitative at this stage, so we need to go in and look at the qualitative, which is why I'm putting these tabs up here. So here we go, we're back on photovoltaic solar panels that we identified at the beginning. Let's have a look at solar kits. So we've got, searches of 217, 9450, pretty low PBR. We might have a look at phrase match results, I think. Okay, still looking good, some of the ones I chose. Just redoing a sort. It's looking like a good market overall, so what we'll do is I'm going to pause this while I just get the SEO competition happening, and we'll click generate results, and then we'll come back and have a look at each of these. Right, so I've done the qualitative research now for solar kits, and we can see that the main things I want to look at are the page rank. So we have an average of probably 3 or 4.5. Backlinks to the page, not too bad. So often what you'll find is that the domain, those backlinks to the domain are very high, but the page is not so high. And what this means is that it's a large website, or they've been concentrating on different keywords, so they might have lots and lots of links to their homepage, but the page that specifically talks about solar kits doesn't have that many links. So that would make it a decent niche site to go for. And you can also see that on-page factors are pretty low. So for solar kits, that's probably worth a look at. The only thing I'm worried about is the page rank, because it's pretty easy to get the backlinks. That might take a few months to get there, but I think it's worth a look. Photovoltaic solar panels. Now that's got a pretty high PR at number 1, but it's Wikipedia, so that doesn't mean anything. It means that everyone knows Wikipedia, but it probably also means that there aren't any niche sites that have photovoltaics in them, so Wiki's the best option for Google to give you. None of these have photovoltaic in the title, and the on-page factors are not optimized. Fair bit of work to be done on backlinks to the page though. So the lowest is 13. But again, probably quite doable to get to the bottom of page 1. Solar heating panels, again, probably page rank of 4 to 5 average. On page, not optimized. And a lot more backlinks to the page. Cost. Now, this is interesting. So, PR of 1030 in the middle of page 1 with no domain age. Not very many index pages, backlinks to the page fairly low, on-page factors not optimized. So solar panels for your home is very long tail. So we see a much lower PR, on-page not optimized, and very few that have low number of backlinks. They're all in DMOZ and Yahoo, which is interesting. So let's go back and have a look at the numbers again. So I'm going to sort by OCI. in general, it seems like this is a market that people are looking to buy because we've got quite high OCI up the top here. So on a quick, what have I spent now? 10 minutes looking at this. I would say it's definitely a market worth looking at. So what I would do is I'll save that one and do a new one based on the US. So if we take that same market, same thing, solar panels, I'm just going to call this US so I don't get confused. Do the update and click Analyze Keywords. So you can see it's going off to do the research all over again because we're in a new setting. We're in the US instead of the UK. And obviously the volume is going to be quite a lot higher. But let's have a look. Oh, that was really quick. So now if we just sort by title competition, the lowest is 2680. Solar Kits looks pretty, wow. Solar Kits is looking good. So it's only 20% PBR, but with title competition of under 10,000 and searches of 1,088, that one's definitely worth looking at. So if you're swapping from one region to another, like UK to US, you have to remember to go back in and go through the results again, because so while that's loading, I'm going to go in and have a quick look in Google and see how many ads are up for it and see if it seems to be a competitive area. So Solar Kits. So I've just done a quick search on Solar Kits and we have sponsored links down the side. How many of those? 1, 2. Shopping results. Amazon, so that's an affiliate possibility. And Amazon. So let's have a look back in Market Samurai. Interesting. Almost looks easier than the UK market for a higher level of searches. So we've got PRO 3, 4, 5, and the 2 snuck in there with 55 backlinks to the page, and on page is not great, so there's definitely a chance there. Wow, so that's a lot higher. Look at the page rank: 6, 5, 6, 5, 1 at 0. Lots of educational, so obviously that looks like it's a real educational market. Probably very hard to get into because they've got all these backlinks from educational and government websites. So to sum up, without taking hours over this, I would say this is a market definitely worth checking out further. Look at Solar Kits with 1,088 searches and title competition is not too bad. It's not the kind of thing I don't think you'll be getting up to page 1 in a month, but with a bit of work and adding some backlinks, it's probably quite feasible. Photovoltaic solar panels, not bad. Solar heating panels. Photovoltaic was the one that seemed to be very much about information, government site, and the OCI is only 36%. But solar kits at 85%, solar heating panels at 81%, and PV solar panels, which we should check out, at 91%. Probably worth a good look. Hope that helps. Jump onto it, somebody. Bye.